What we do here is go back.
We're at Bespoke Bike Prep, our little secret, well, it's not a secret anymore, but this is the place to be, to have your parts put on, etc. Very experienced mechanic. And because there's going to be a lot of drag strip racing, I thought, you know what, I'm going to have to call on the boys and get the real power tools out. So today I'm with Jay's R1 and we're getting it ready. We've got PlayStation buttons again. Let's fire this up. Check this dashboard though. There's a lot of mods I can't keep up. So where are we starting, Jay? At the back?
Start with the rear wheel.
What is that? How many teeth?
So let's go with the middle first. We've got an endurance captive spacer that stays in the wheel and not fall out. Anyone that does a rear wheel change will know exactly what I'm talking about, because they're forever trying to get the wheel back in the bike. Then I've got 520 chainless sprocket conversion. I've altered the gearing from standard as well to help with acceleration. So I've got Litec chain adjusters, which reverse the spindle the way it goes through. The chains are DID, it's an ERV3 chain, it's a race chain, not recommended for road use. It's very, very light, but also very, very strong, and it will withstand a BSB bike for horsepower. Beneath the sprocket cover is the front sprocket, which is also 520, which is on sprint gearing, which is one less than standard, and the rear is one more than standard.
What do you think you're getting out of that? Quicker acceleration from the get-go?
You get much faster acceleration. You do lose a few miles an hour at the top end, but in most circuits you don't see top end.
Yeah, that's right, yeah, because mainly you're on track with this, isn't you?
Yes,
so,
yes.
Yeah. I've noticed that they already come with a quick shifter, but why would you do that?
Right, so this bike's got the Translogic DuraShift, which is an auto downshift blipper as well as a quick shifter, which means once you roll out of pit lane and you let go of the clutch and you come out the pit garage and you go down the pit lane, you don't have to touch that clutch lever until you come back in to stop the bike. All your changes up and down the gearbox are clutchless. With downshifting, it blips the engine automatically on pressure of the foot, on the foot peg, in order to get the gear selected inside the gearbox.
Oh, we always love a bit of carbon, so what we got here?
Carbon frame and carbon swing arm crash protectors. They also help with scuffs. Everyone will know what they are because they're forever trying to get them out.
You've got the lovely Litec or Litec, I'm not sure, but Litec. And obviously us street guys just have these for style, but you don't, do you?
Well no, they're much more adjustable than just a black set of rear sets. The foot pegs, they can go up, back, down, right, whatever you need. And they are so helpful with body positioning. The bike's also sat on Harris peg stands at the moment, which go onto the foot pegs.
I was going to bring that up because these are bling. Most people just have normal stands, but you have to go all out.
That's also because the rear shock's out at the moment and the swing arm needs to be moved up and down for the suspension.
So you've got the full system Aki.
This one's the full system with the downpipe headers, which also enables it to be a little bit quieter on track.
I couldn't believe it when you said this can get on UK tracks.
Yeah, it can, yeah.
That's
this
mad.
one will with the baffle in the can, it will.
I can't believe that on an Aki.
Yeah, most people struggle with the Akis. They have to change the end can to these pipe works and stuff like that, but this bike, it passed at Snetterton.
That's madness.
And Snetterton is renowned for having the worst noise tester in the UK.
And really, you are a Euro man
Well,
anyway.
I don't know, I just took it there once when I bought the bike just to test it.
Just for testing.
Yeah.
Nice. So I've noticed you've got a cameraman, but this should be on top of the fairing, shouldn't it?
Well, yeah, in an ideal world, most people put them on top. Although these 360 cameras, because you have to have them at a different angle with the mount up for the 360 view, they flex. And these can just, also with the weight of the camera and the speed that the bike's going, they can just ping off. I've known a few people to have lost them.
Yeah.
So I've always put a lanyard on mine, and I've got it bolted to the subframe, and as you can see, it's not going anywhere.
No, that is solid.
So also, not only is it secure, it also minimises the vibration.
The shaky footage.
Exactly.
And you know me, I love footage, it's all about proof. GB covers, obviously for protection of engine, not just for looks.
Silicone hose for the water. The rubber pipes have been known to split on high pressure.
Everyone knows you need a lightweight race lithium battery, that's a must. But I've seen R1 strip before, I ain't an expert, but what's going on now?
Right, that's the ABS pump there. You'll have hoses coming out of here that go up to the master cylinder through the bike, and then
That's right. Hold on, so you telling me I ain't got no ABS?
no ABS. And the
What,
other
you running it with no ABS?
no ABS on this bike.
Oh man, go on.
Right, and the other line would be going down to the calipers. The pump does stay in the bike for the traction to work, so it doesn't kick out all the computer system. We'll get onto that one later. That's for the GPS transponder for lap times.
Got to have one of these. Obviously, he likes to have it. He wants to see his fancy dashboard that probably costs £2,000.
And
Plus
the rest.
and the rest. Fucking hell. And plus the fact, no proof, no glory. You can't come back to us and say, yeah, you've done this and that. We want to see videos. So anyway, let's carry on with the cockpit.
So here we've got a chrome light, which is the entry-level I2M dash, which, as you can see, it looks a lot different to mine, or a lot smaller, because mine's in a protective impact shock-absorbing case. So in the event of you know what, that will prevent me from smashing that to pieces.
I get ya.
And so my one's a Pro, as you can see here.
Yeah.
There's a Pro 2 out at the moment, but at the time this was the top of the range one, which comes with all the tyre valve systems, and it's also got the GPS transponder where the R1 has its CCU unit.
Right.
So in my fairing, it's got the gap for it. So you'll see at the back of the bike the transponder that's wired to this dashboard for the GPS tracking of the lap time.
That there.
Custom top yoke because the bike's keyless along with the kit loom.
So you've got rid of the key.
There's no key, there's no ignition. The race suspension's back from having its annual service.
The silver engine, which means it's a 2015-2016. This is
2016.
2016 to be correct. Silver engine where Yamaha heads did make a few complaints about. 'Cause did they blow up, a lot of these?
There was a problem somewhere inside.
You used to get a lot of faults, but it doesn't matter with this because this has been stripped out and upgraded and had all bits and pieces. So, Jay, what's it had?
Well, so it's had a refresh. It's had YEC pistons, rods. It's had a brand new set of bearings inside it. It's had all the new gaskets put in. It's been mapped with the kit ECU, and it's running over 205 at the rear wheel. The engine refresh and dyno mapping was all done at PCR Performance.
See, I brought you a serious R1. I'm just going to call it a power bike. Fingers crossed, on the 11th, it'll go up against the McLaren. Just testing on a drag strip if it happens. But for the minute, we're going to sign out, leave you with bespoke bike prep. I always get tongue-tied when I say that. I'm going to put the links down to everything and the place where you can get the parts that are on this bike. Keep watching out for this bike. I've got another R1 coming up as well, which is, believe it or not, more spec'd up than this, which is nuts, but I'm bringing them for you.